I've been playing American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 for a while now, long enough to experience the highs and the quiet moments. And if I'm being honest, there were times I thought it felt a little boring, and there were other times I absolutely enjoyed it and didn't want to stop driving. That's the thing about these games. They're unique. Before we get into it properly, thank you again for subscribing and liking the video. The support really means a lot. This community has grown around two very special simulation games, and it's always great to have these conversations. Euro Truck and American Truck are great games. The community loves them. Some players grew up playing them. For many people, these games are a way to relax at the end of the day. You come home, you load up a profile, you pick a job, and you just drive. No pressure, no chaos, just the road and the engine sound. But as you spend more hours in them, you might start noticing something feels missing. The maps are huge, they are beautifully designed, cities are detailed, highways are realistic, landscapes are improving every year. But sometimes, even with all that space, the world feels empty. You can explore it, you can drive through it, but you can barely interact with it. And I think that's where a big opportunity is waiting. Today, let's talk about a few major wishlist ideas for ETS2 and ATS. Not unrealistic features, not things that would completely break the engine, just improvements that could deepen immersion without turning the games into something they're not. The first big wishlist item is simple, more interaction with the world. Right now, the map is something you drive through. You enter a company yard, you press a key, you select a job, and that's it. Everything happens through menus. Imagine if SCS allowed your character to step outside the truck, not turning the game into a full walking simulator. Not adding complicated systems. Just basic interaction. You park at a gas station. Instead of just pressing a button, you step out, walk to the fuel pump, maybe even walk inside the station. You enter a logistics office when taking a job. You meet a contractor at the delivery point. Even if it's simple animations and limited movement, it would change the feeling completely. The world would stop feeling like a backdrop and start feeling like a place. You could walk around your truck, inspect it, check the trailer connections, look at the details. That alone would increase immersion in a massive way. And the maps would suddenly feel more alive without needing to rebuild them from scratch. Another wishlist item that keeps coming up is manual trailer attachment. Right now, you reverse under the trailer, press a button, and it connects automatically. It works, it's efficient, but it removes a layer of realism. Imagine if you had the option to do it manually. Lower the landing gear, connect the airlines, attach the cables, lock the fifth wheel, raise the support legs. It doesn't need to be mandatory. It could be an optional realism mode. But for players who enjoy simulation depth, it would add so much. Small details like that make a big difference. They make you feel like you're actually operating a truck, not just driving a model across a map. And it wouldn't require massive engine changes. It's mostly animation and interaction design. This one is personal. When you build a company in ETS2 or ATS, you buy trucks. You hire drivers, you expand garages, but when you enter the garage menu, you mostly see lists. Where are the trucks physically? Imagine walking into your garage and seeing your fleet parked there. Your custom paint jobs lined up, different brands sitting side by side. You could get out of one truck, walk across the garage, and enter another one. That visual presence would make your company feel real. Right now, your fleet feels like numbers in a spreadsheet, profits per day, driver ratings. Maintenance percentages. Seeing them physically would create emotional connection. You would feel proud of your collection. Another small but meaningful wishlist item is realistic repair time. At the moment, when your truck is damaged, you drive to a service center and it gets fixed in a few in-game hours. It's convenient, but it removes long-term consequences. What if major damage required your truck to stay in the workshop for a few in-game days or even weeks? You would have to switch to another truck in your fleet. You would rely on backup vehicles. That would add strategic planning to fleet management. It would also make careful driving more meaningful. Crashing wouldn't just cost money, it would cost time. Again, this is not about making the game frustrating. It's about making decisions matter. This one might sound small, but it's surprisingly important. Hands on the steering wheel. We spend hours looking at the interior view. Dashboards are beautifully designed. Lighting is realistic. Mirrors are detailed. But often, the steering wheel moves by itself with no visible hands. Adding animated hands, especially for players using steering wheels, would increase immersion instantly. It's something many driving games already include. It seems minor, but when you're driving for long sessions, those visual details matter. None of these wishlist ideas completely change the identity of ETS2 or ATS. They don't turn the game into an RPG. They don't turn it into GTA. They don't require rebuilding the entire engine. They are small layers of interaction added on top of what already works. Right now, the biggest strength of these games is driving. That should never change. But adding interaction would deepen the experience without removing the relaxing nature of the game. Sometimes the reason the game feels boring isn't because the driving is bad. It's because the interaction loop is limited. Drive, deliver, menu, repeat. Adding even light interaction between those steps would refresh the experience. The community loves them. They've helped people relax after long days. They've built friendships. They've grown for over a decade. But as players who care about them, it's natural to see potential for more. More interaction, more immersion, more presence in the world. The maps are massive, the trucks are detailed, the foundation is strong. Now it's about filling the space between driving with meaningful, simple improvements. These wish list ideas might sound small, but together they could significantly improve the feeling of the game. Let me know what's on your wish list. What do you think is missing? What small feature would make the biggest difference for you? And again, thank you for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.